What's up, Sneaky Nation? Sneaky P here, back with all the news after week number 3 of our Los Angeles Crusaders, where the Crusaders got Chaz Jenkins. What a performance from the MVP caliber quarterback. You know, we beat the Broncos 3 times last year. They had to have been bitter about that. And they came out swinging against us, sending the Crusaders to their second straight loss, both of which are in the division. And things do not get any easier as we are playing the Chiefs, the team that already gave us our first loss of the season. Right now we're sitting at 1-2. It's very early on in the season though, and things can turn around very quickly. We know how good this team can be. And I think we'll be all right, ultimately. I do. I think we'll recover from this. You know, we just had a little bit of a dry spell. Again, the Broncos' offense was on fire, and even their defense was incredible in the second half. Stuart Denny really didn't have a whole lot of time to throw the ball, and even then, players were being covered incredibly. It really was not an easy task by any means in the second half against that defense. And then our defense has been struggling. That one is a concern because we have not been able to slow down Tremaine Small or Chaz Jenkins. Both are great quarterbacks, mind you. It's still a little bit worrisome, though. You know, we need to be able to step up. So, Jacob Moody, if he does get traded. Yeah, we're not going to be trading Jacob Moody. We do have a second-round pick offer from the Jets now. But with Keyston Mack going down with an injury, Jacob Moody is going to need to step up in a much bigger role. As you can see, our offense is still doing pretty good throughout the season. Despite the lack of points there in the Bronco game, our defense, though, is struggling. Against the last 2 teams, the Chiefs and the Broncos, our defense has not been able to hold up. And that's a concern moving forward, especially if our offense takes a hit with this loss here. And Keyston Mack will be out for 7 weeks. That is a huge injury to our offense. Granted, we have a lot of depth at the wide receiver position. We have a lot of players that I think we feel pretty comfortable are able of stepping up and contributing. We might try to sign a player. I think I might have to cut somebody first. Let's go see who's available. Reuben Finley is available. I don't really necessarily think we need to sign him, though. Because, again, I really want to see Julius Baker and Shakir Gayton get some more time. We both know, or we all know what they're capable of doing. Both of those players are very good players. I just kind of need a guy at the end of the bench. Denarius Moore, we could bring him back, but he just dropped everything with us. I like Mohamed Sanu a lot. He's a little bit up there in age and probably suffers from the Madden curse of his ability just dropping quickly. So let's see who all is available. I do like Quick. He's another player. He's up there in age, though. What's his speed? His catch is not very good. That's not good. 83, no. What's this? 93 speed? Oh, Ron Snow's available. What? Let's go ahead and draft Ron Snow, or sign Ron Snow if we can. Alright, so I would need to cut somebody to be able to sign him, and that might be an issue. But that could be a nice little pickup. You know, we did scout the guy, or we talked about drafting him, and it didn't play out that way. But I wouldn't mind signing him. You know, we're definitely going to need some depth here. I hate to say it. We don't have a whole lot of options of who to cut. We do not have many options right now, and I don't like that. I don't like that. I like too many players. Honestly, if anybody... Like, I like xxSnEaKyPxx. He's kind of playing that left outside. Honestly, it might have to be Long Felton. Because xxSnEaKyPxx's playing this left outside linebacker backup role anyway. And he's a 58 overall. I hate to do it. Best of luck to you, Long Felton. I like your name. But I can't really see him contributing a whole lot from that third linebacker spot. And right now, with the injury to Keyston Mack, we really need a wide receiver. Ron Snow's name is just as cool, if you ask me. You know nothing, Ron Snow. I mean, every time he makes a catch, we have something to work with, if you are a Game of Thrones fan. And I'm passing up on my 2 Appalachian State players, so you're welcome, world. Ron Snow it is. Hopefully he can provide some depth for us here. Fill in while Keyston Mack is down. You know, we were in a spot last game where I noticed like we had Jesus King lining up at wide receiver, and that's just because we don't have the depth that we usually do. And I have it set up to where players get tired pretty quickly, and I do this so we actually get to see everybody on the roster. One thing that really concerned me last week, guys, is Jimmy Mosley. What a horrible game from him. I don't know what's been going on with him. The last 2 seasons, he really hasn't been as good as he was in his first 2. I don't know, man. The last game was noticeable, though. There was a touchdown catch that he easily could have prevented. It would have saved a touchdown, forced the Broncos to kick a field goal. And then there was another catch, I believe, on a 3rd down play where he was right there to make a play on the ball, bat it down, do something, and he just didn't. And we're going to give him some more time, but if Tarpley can make some plays, we might have to consider a switch. Because, I mean, obviously, if you look at this, Jimmy Mosley should be killing it. He should be, but he's not. And I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with Jimmy Mosley right now, but that last game was pretty brutal. Chaz Jenkins picked our team apart. And we need to figure out a way. You know who held up pretty well, though, is Shamari Sherman. He really did. If his catch was good, this guy would be a superstar because he has so many plays on the ball where he should be getting interceptions. And his catch just isn't there yet, but we're working on him, and we'll build him up for sure. Weekly awards, let's see what we got here. And I think I missed it for week 2. I feel like I did. I could be wrong. Trahan, 24-28, 263 yards, 4 touchdowns. Aldon Smith, rip. 4 sacks for him. Elmore for the Bengals with 10 tackles and interception, a fumble forced and a fumble recovered. And A.J. McCarron, 28-32, 282 yards, 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. In week 3, Jeremiah Easley for the Falcons, 35-43, 294 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions for him. Earl Thomas III, 8 tackles, 2 interceptions. Jenkins for the Bengals, 6 tackles, 2 interceptions. And Chaz Jenkins, who just dominated our defense, 29-36, 372 yards, 4 touchdowns passing, including a 3-yard rushing touchdown. The guy just absolutely demolished our defense. The Crusaders are able to recover. We know this, but it needs to happen now because we're playing a very good Chiefs team. We know they can beat us. We just saw them beat us. And if we want to have a shot at getting back into this, we need to win this game. I don't think starting off 1-3 is going to be too good for us. We'll see what happens, though, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please hit that like button if you did. And I will see you guys in week 4 as we take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Later.